today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set him back 5. Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
after one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They go play action with Wilson on the move to his left. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. steps away. It's complete to Lockett. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, it's Brady. Is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Brady again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Brady. He's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Trey Sermon with a touchdown run. Next, we'll check in on the silver and black as we head to Las Vegas to see what's happening with the Raiders. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Matt Ryan, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brady now on first down. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a play fake. Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
after the run by Jones. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
With the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
No matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Brady's throw there complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. L.J. Collier. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. That throw by Brady incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll buy some time right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. To Evans on the slant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's Brady. Slant route to Miller. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to run forward Jones. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And the deep ball has been his friend, Mr. Davis, and to the tune of the lead right now.
And isn't it fun to watch? I mean, I don't care which side you're for. I don't know who you're rooting for, but
don't
to
be
see
biased.
that, listen, I'm trying my best to stay neutral, but that is a pretty play. It's similar to going and watching batting practice with a home run hitter, a big-time player, and you just see it happen time and again, and that's what we're seeing in this game.
He is rocking and rolling. So are they. On 1st down, Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First and 10. Here's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. This is Miller, complete.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.